Thank you for staying with us on the AM show. And one mighty school is celebrating its 70th anniversary. We're going to be having an interaction with Charles Go. He is a Bobu 98 and president of the 1998 year group. He joins us for a conversation on that. Charles, a very good morning to you. I think it's only fitting that we do this after how many years? You know, it just hit me that both of us left senior secondary school. Not senior high school, because when we left it was secondary school in the last century.
Actually, that's very true.
In the 20th century.
I think the last time I saw you was in 98, isn't it? So,
right, 1998. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been what? 24 years.
Yes, 24 years.
It's really good to see you.
Good to see you too, bro.
Okay, so we're talking about the 70th anniversary celebration, but before we get into that, sometimes there are people who say, oh, where are you? Where's the school located and all of that? We know so much about the school, but where are you located? Tell us a bit about Bishop Herman College over the years and what it has contributed to our educational space.
Okay, so Bishop Herman is located in Bando, Bishop Herman College. It was actually set up by the Catholic Diocese. And over the years, it's really contributed highly to national development, to the educational space. Still regarded as one of the biggest schools in the country, even though our infrastructure today does not speak to that. However, Bishop Herman has produced quite a number of notable personalities,
right,
both in politics and all aspects of our national development. And for me, that's really a good thing. And they continue to churn out quite quality students as well too over the years, despite all the challenges.
So A-class school, it's been the go-to school in the Volta region, but we've got some stiff competition from other schools.
Well, it's still regarded as the Lakeside College.
The Lakeside College.
I know, right?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
We boast of a very nice environment as well too. So,
right.
you know, from the campus, you're able to see the Mount Gemi, and then obviously the valley from the campus is actually where the Volta Lake is. So quite nice situation for the school.
It brings back lots of memories. But moving on from there, I mean, the school has come very far. And in recent times, we also had a lot to celebrate when it came to the National Science and Math quiz, both at the zonal level and at the national level. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, I think that over the years, we've not really lived up to expectation when it comes to the National Maths and Science quiz. We know that we always had the potentials, but it never really come together. But this year, for instance, obviously it started with we're winning the Volta and OT regional zonals, which was quite commendable. There was a lot expected of the team that they would go far as possible. Unfortunately, we were knocked out from the quarterfinal stage. However, it's still a remarkable achievement, because what it also means is that we're one of the seeded schools for next year. And interacting with the students, you could clearly see that yes, they had what it takes to get far. Unfortunately, you know, some of these things they tend to play out. You know, sometimes it has to do with stage fright and all that.
Experience
also counts. You know,
right.
But the most remarkable thing about this particular crop of students was the fact that they were the same team that competed last year. So they were in SS2 when they competed. So obviously they are built on that sort of experience to do this both at the regional stage and then the zone.
Is that something that Bishop Herman is going to build on moving forward? Looking at what other schools, those that are, you know, really in there, the St. Peter's, the Presex, the Adisadels and other schools that have really made a mark, the Prempers and the rest, OWAS. Is that something we're going to replicate?
Well, Benjamin, we have to, because aside everything, it brings to you, the old student, a lot of sense of pride.
Right.
To be associated with a school that is really performing well at such a national stage. And the NSMQ has become something that we all look forward to. So if your school is doing well, you definitely must be doing something right. And I think that for us as old students, it's time to really invest in what it takes for us to go far. The schools you mentioned, right, Presec and the Gasco and the Prempers, they all have NSMQ center. We have something like similar, but definitely not to that level. So it's something that we need to critically and as a matter of urgency really invest in that aspect.
So before we get into the program, what would be your charge to old students, not just towards the NSMQ drive, but generally? We know that some aspects of the school have not lived up to expectation, infrastructure-wise. You know, it's a government thing, but as old students, there's a whole lot that we can do. Like you mentioned, some other schools and what the old students are doing. What is the charge to old students?
Well, I think the old students, particularly at the year group level, are doing quite well. But then there's still room to do a lot more. If you look at the state of infrastructure on campus, for instance, today, it's quite appalling.
Right.
And going to a 70th anniversary with that kind of infrastructure, you might say that yes, government, it's quite responsible for some of the things, but I do think that if we come together as old students, we should be able to put things better than it is. And for me, critically, all students need to step up. I mean, we need to be committed to our association as a matter of urgency, and then make sure we push one front, to achieve the things that we want to achieve.
Let's look at the road to the 70th anniversary, and it's quite a lineup that we have, starting from Thursday.
Well, it actually started last month.
So I'm talking about the 4-day plan, but yes, we've had a series of activities within the month.
So we've had a series of activities. I think the key highlight was the medical outreach that was held last month. It's never been done before, and it was really on a grand start. I think about over 600 people were treated by doctors and nurses from the Old School Association, and for me that's quite remarkable. But coming weekend, we're actually storming Pando, and that is something really to look forward to. Activity starts on Thursday, where there will be career guidance and counseling sessions with quite a number of the old students mentoring, from lawyers, engineers, doctors,
medical doctors,
academicians, and all that. We're going back to Pando to mentor these kids, because look, when we were there, probably we had that kind of connection with old students. It would have helped a lot more. But I think that, particularly for the new generation, they need that. They need that sort of guidance to be able to find their feet, because it's a very competitive world out there. And you know more than I do.
It is.
And these guys need our help, to be able to navigate the hustle and bustle of this world.
Okay, then day 2 is Friday, and we'll have that massive invasion, the Bobobo night.
Oh yes, but it all starts with a convoy from Have. So Have, it's on the way to Pando, just the last turning before you get into Pando Township. And the plan is that, yes, everybody gathers over there, and then we drive into Pando in a massive convoy. We're really looking forward to that, because Friday night will be Bobobo, and Bobobo is the home of Pando. Pando is the home of Bobobo. So we're really looking forward to a flurry of activities. There's going to be bonfire night. There's going to be a host of activities on that Friday, and then we would definitely usher in the Saturday morning.
You remind me of Commonwealth Hall, and some of what. But on Saturday, that's the main event.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about that.
So the main event is on Saturday, and you know what? We don't go back to Pando, Bishop Herman, without tasting Darfur's Lapiwa. So for some of us, the morning would start with a Lapiwa visit, early in the morning, and then on the anniversary day itself, which is a Saturday, we're expecting to have the His Excellency, the President of the country, to grace the occasion. There's going to be a speech and prize giving day. Awards will be given to both teachers and non-teaching staff, long-serving, staff. Obviously, the students will be awarded as well too. So we're looking forward to having a very great anniversary.
And that actually reminds me of our speech on prize giving day, at which I actually got awarded. So it brings back memories. But
I'm
Sunday,
not surprised, actually.
on Sunday, we'll have the Thanksgiving service and departure. But let me find out, who are some of the guests that have been invited, who are coming to grace the event?
So the President of the country is coming. We're going to have Togbe Teple Hodo as well.
So Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is on the bill.
Right. Yes, it's the guest of honor. And we're looking forward to receive him and his entourage.
Okay.
And, you know, the president doesn't travel alone. So, and for me, I think it's a good time for him to be there. And then he would see things for himself. But beyond that as well, too, you know, there's a lot of investment from his government into education, and probably would cement that as well, too. We're also looking forward to receive the president of the regional chief, who happens to be a Bobo as well, too, Togbe Tepla Hodo, a host of dignitaries, Dr. Ernest Dumont as well, too. Professor Ernest Dumont, who is the chairman of the Council of Elders for Bobu, an old boy as well, so he's going to be there.
So quite a number of people are
Quite
going to be there.
a number of people that we expect, and we're ready to receive them on the day.
Well, we can only wish all of us, because I'm part of the fraternity,
And I
the
hope
very
you're going to be
best. We'll do everything possible to pass through. Definitely.
Benjamin,
The schedule is hectic, but we'll do everything possible to see.
You have to be there. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's been good having you.
Great stuff.
This is my senior, so I have to pay homage to him.
Nice.
Charles Go from the 1998 year group. He's also president of the 1998 year group, and we wish ourselves the very best. Thank you, Charles, for coming through.
Thank you very much.
And for those of you watching, well, do stay with us. We'll be right back with more on the AM show.